My sandwich.
Welcome back
to the sandwich.
Ugh.
Lots of crinkling going on over there. So much crinkling. More crinkling.
It's causing me
Do you want Mycroft to do his tick tick tick?
Oh,
Here
no.
he comes, guys. Here he comes.
Step.
He's so slow.
I'm gonna say, coming at the speed of hardly at all.
Said no man ever. I mean, kind of true.
Wave beam.
That really, really fast guy just gave you a wave beam. I don't know what that does, but...
Pew. That's what it does.
Pew.
So, the first episode of Ologies is Volcanologist.
Yeah.
And she's frequently is like, and the mountain was lurking or hovering. And she's like, I like things that lurk.
I think mountains hover. I mean, they can lurk. I can give you that. But...
You know, I about ended the episode because I thought we were done. Good lord.
But that's what that guy was doing. He was lurking. Very slowly coming. And
I was just like imagining, like, he said hover, and I was like imagining a mountain, like, just like,
I don't think that was the word I meant. Pretty sure it wasn't.
It's a great visual, though.
It is kind of. So anyway, Ologies. Awesome podcast.
Anubia.
Probably could learn some physics on the Ologies podcast there, Zach.
Depends on what, because like some game engines have built-in physics engines.
Like I said.
Like for example, oh fuck, what the fuck is it called? Unity. Unity has built-in physics.
And you would probably find it really fascinating to talk to Robert, because he's got lots of insight on that kind of stuff. And he's really a very fascinating person anyway.
Wow.
Wow.
Robert, if you ever watch any of these, you still need to come back to Cincinnati and take me to...
I'm glad that,
some microbreweries. And he may watch them sometimes.
Oh man, I can't get back up through there. I gotta go all the way the fuck around. That's stupid. That's dumb. I have to go down, over, and then to up and right.
Wasting time, not for the win.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're hoping that you'll get hit by something, and it'll be harder for you to...
They were thinking bullshit.
Well, I was supposed to go up and around already and then come back down and get the wave beam the right way. So that shit should have already been gone through. Oh, shit.
So what you're telling me is you've already skipped stuff that you weren't supposed to skip.
Girl, I've skipped a lot of shit in this game. But then I will go back and get it because for the sake of views. Like the spin boost. I should have never gotten the spin boost because all it did was fuck up me getting this fucking space jump early.
Aw. Poor Zach.
Yeah, poor me. That shit sucked.
I feel very bad for Zach. How about you?
Just gonna do that lock.
Sad situation.
My daughter, when she whenever she watches that the Five Little Ducks song, and when the mother duck is sad, she looks over at my wife and goes, "Sad," and like it's like a sad face. It's fucking adorable.
We know how we should teach her colors.
Oh, God.
Someone have a racist grandma in the family.
No.
No, it's not that. There's this video. We'll have to show it to you later.
Wow, is it?
Who was it? Like, it was JonTron that we were watching that brought that up.
I've actually probably seen it though.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
It's
eggs and the
yeah.
eggs and the color.
Yeah, I did see that.
Did you,
yeah,
did you look at
it's a bunch
though?
of fucking kids like nursery rhymes and shit.
Yeah.
Except they're
Overseas.
not good.
They're just fucking
They're
terrifying.
singing Old MacDonald like throughout the whole, at least the video I saw.
Which makes no sense in the context of what they're doing. Also, like, you have to watch the video of the eggs, because it's, like, even worse without JonTron. Because he edited some of it. And, yeah, wow.
It's the only proper way to learn color. So.
Right, because they don't have no idea what color theory is, clearly.
Look at that shit. How about that?
So what did you
Now-
find when you looked up ologies, Matt?
I didn't look very hard. It's one of those things where I remind myself to look it up in depth later.
You will love that podcast. It
Weird
is
question.
awesome.
What kid in your family has a kid now?
Okay, so Sarah is in a polyamorous relationship. She's married and she has a girlfriend. Her girlfriend's daughter, Iris, is our sort of adopted granddaughter.
Oh, I just don't understand those relationships.
I don't know if it's like legitimately that way, to be honest with you.
I'm not sure, but I'm just going to, I mean, if that's what she's,
Going
her
face
thing
value.
is, then that's
Yeah.
what her thing is.
I just get so confused with that shit. Because the other day, you
Not
know,
my
like,
cup of tea for sure.
And it's not like I don't like look at it in like a rude way. Like it's more or less like trying to understand what other people like kind of look at it as.
Yeah, I don't
like-
understand, but
Like one of the things that like really got me is the people that identify as like he, she, and then the they and them. Like that one confused me because it's like, you know, you call somebody a boyfriend, you call somebody a girlfriend. It's like you don't call somebody an it friend or a they friend or a them friend. You know, so it's like, you know, you have to use other things that are just, it just doesn't sound, you know.
it confuses.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
And like, I feel like that's a fair thing for me to say.
It is. It's
No,
fair.
I'm not, you know, I'm not like Ben Shapiro with like really fucking painting like a huge fucking religion based like not like notion about it. For me, it's all about more or less like the
Trying to understand how it all works.
yeah.
It's been a learning experience having Sam / Prin. For sure. I don't understand half of what he says, frankly. I wind up asking a lot of questions. Most of the people that identify that way would rather you just ask them your questions. So then
It's the ones that really push it that piss me off.
oh, I can relate to that.
Because it's exactly why I hate like religions. Because like, you know, people that get really into like the whole religion thing, it's just like chill the fuck out. I don't look at it in that light. You know, I look at it in this light because it makes more sense to me.
You can believe or like what you like, but don't force what you believe onto me.
Like, you know, personally, I'm all about it's he or she. There's no they or them. But I don't, you know, I don't like say, hey, you can't identify as that because that's fucking stupid. And
you do you, and you know.
Yeah, you know, and I'll do me, and we won't do each other, probably. I love that Markiplier quote. I use that Markiplier quote way too fucking much now. Uh-oh. Oh shit! I'm hurting.
Oh shit.
I'm hurting.
The example.
I'll come back to that later.
Uh-oh, look at that shit. This is actually really important to the game. Fucking grabs that thing.
Alright.
Wow.
Kicks it off.
Don't you wish you could have done that 150 other times in the game?
You know what's going on?
About to get owned. Anyway, like, to go back to the people trying to make you believe, and we've talked about this a few times, they've been dubbed vegan-gelical people. Like, the people that, like, will eat vegan and expect everybody else to be that way, and anybody else that isn't is just, you know, evil and
terrible,
a monster. And, yeah.
There's a lot of, not just with veganism, but just in general, there's a lot of people.
It goes back to like one of the reasons why I hate like political, like a lot of political groups, like being like, you know, police lives matter, blue lives matter, black lives matter, like the feminist movements and shit. They're some of them genuinely have a true believing that there's a good cause out of it, but if you look at it in a brighter light, it's kind of like you're forcing somebody to whoa, I almost fucked up. You're forcing somebody to, you know, kind of just go by your rule.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, like, here, I'm just sitting here, I'm not a racist at all. You know, like, I've had black friends. I'm not sexist at all. I have 2 really close friends that are women. And I'm also not, like, anti-gay, because one of those females that I'm friends with is gay as fuck. So, there's nothing, you know, like, I don't have any kind of bias whatsoever. I'm on, like, both sides of, like, you know, like, you know, I have, and the 2 friends, they have more liberal beliefs. I have more to the right beliefs, because that's just how I process things. But then, you know, but here's the thing, if I have somebody saying, like, I'm racist because I'm white, or if I say anything that remotely is, you know, like, against, like, the Black Lives Matter groups and shit, I'm racist. Which is not true. But it's how they'll make you seem like the bad guy to further an agenda on their end. That's where I draw issues with that kind of shit. Like,
well, and, you know, over the past 2 years, I have gotten rid of both Democrats and Republicans off of my timeline. Because if you are, and I, you know, my mom and I had an argument about this not even, you know, 6 months ago. If you are all one way and you believe that the other side can't have valid arguments or valid opinions, then you're wrong. Plain and simple. Because the only way that we're ever going to come together and actually reach a reasonable way to do things in this country is if we find the middle ground, and you can't do that.
Right. I
believing all one way or all the other way. I mean, you and I have sat down and had conversations about our differences, and
Right, because I lean to the right, you typically lean to the left.
yeah,
It's there's
nothing wrong with that. We just have to know that in order to
Samus is legit becoming what everybody used to call her back in the day. Is that Metroid? That's why she's
True.
able to siphon energy now. Because of the Metroid DNA. So yeah, I guess we're gonna end that conversation so we don't get back into politics. Politics is fun to talk about until you get somebody who is anal retentive.
or
Everything.
all one side, all another side,
Yeah.
all
Radical, one way or the other.
radical. That's
Radical,
what we.
yeah.